The WWE Network, as you know it, is now finished. WWE sells the streaming rights to the network to NBC Universal and now will be exclusive to Peacock. We're going to talk about it today because this is a major situation, and I'm going to give you the latest on everything plus my opinion right here on Off the Script Extra.
5, delete! This is mine.
Alive with it. People still What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script Extra. It's a brand new week. It's Royal Rumble week. Monday, January 25th, 2021. And before anybody really got themselves going on Monday morning, WWE was breaking some major news. They have now partnered with NBC Universal to move the WWE Network to Peacock, which is NBC Universal's exclusive streaming home. WWE Network is now finished, as you know it, in the United States in its current format. Rick Cordella, Peacock's executive vice president and chief revenue officer, released the following statement this Monday morning, and I quote, NBC Universal has a long-standing relationship with WWE that began nearly 30 years ago with Monday Night Raw on USA. WWE has always tapped into the cultural zeitgeist with spectacular live events and larger-than-life characters, and we are thrilled to be the exclusive home for WWE Network and its millions, quote-unquote, millions of fans across the country. WWE Network is a transformative addition to the platform and complements Peacock's massive catalog of iconic movies, shows, as well as the best live news and sports from NBC Universal and beyond. End quote. Joe Flint of the Wall Street Journal reported this morning, and I quote, terms of the pact were not disclosed. A person familiar with the deal said it runs 5 years and is valued at more than $1 billion for the 5 years. Under the agreement, WWE will shut down its WWE Network streaming service in the United States in mid-March, and Peacock will license the programming, including the popular WrestleMania franchise, for its own platform. All pay-per-views, starting with March 21's Fastlane, will be streamed exclusively on the Peacock platform. NBC Universal owns USA, which broadcasts WWE Monday Night Raw on Monday nights. WWE launched its own network in 2014, which boasts 17,000 hours of programming, including new and original content, along with the company's library of shows. The service was instrumental in the launch of NXT, which was a WWE Network exclusive, now airing on USA Network in 2019. WWE Network is also the home to original series, including Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions and the Monday Night War documentary series. Some WWE programming is already available on Peacock. From a fan's perspective, this partnership is a major deal and a major value boost. There's an ad-supported version of Peacock, which is $4.99, a $5 monthly saving from the WWE Network, which right now sits at $9.99. There will be an ad-free version of Peacock for $9.99. Now, Peacock, they boast the exclusive streaming rights to shows like The Office, Parks and Recreation, and the new, which I was interested until I heard a lot of you guys tell me that it sucked, the Saved by the Bell reboot, amongst others. The combination of the two robust streaming services in one package creates a very strong value for wrestling fans and those whose WWE content consumption may have lapsed in recent years. May? Oh, it definitely has. May have lapsed in recent years, looking to get back into the sport. Peacock's deal with WWE comes amid NBC Universal's plan to shut down NBC Sports. USA is set to begin broadcasting some of the events previously held on NBC Sports Network, including the NHL and NASCAR. It is unclear at this time how this will affect WWE, if at all it affects NXT or maybe Monday Night Raw going into the future. Now, Stephanie McMahon, she tweeted out about this morning, and she says, and I quote, "Since launching last year, Peacock has amassed an incredible catalog of iconic movies and TV shows, along with the best live news and sports, to which WWE Network will be a perfect complement. WWE and NBC Universal have been partners for nearly 30 years, and we consider this to be a natural extension of our long-standing relationship. Peacock will enable WWE to showcase our most significant events, including WrestleMania, which was previously available on the WWE Network for $9.99 per month, to Peacock's 26 million subscribers for $4.99 per month for free, to the millions of Comcast and Cox homes across the country, helping to better serve and grow our global audience." End quote. Now, waking up to this news this morning, I don't want to say it's not exciting, but it really is not exciting. It's not. I don't really know what to think of what's happening here. All I know is these are the immediate things that popped off my head this morning when I read this news article and I was searching through Twitter to see what others were saying and what was happening when the news was breaking this morning. Vince McMahon, no matter how much we hate him for what he has done to the product, which we all know sucks, it is god-awful. It is the worst it's ever been. Vince McMahon knows how to make money. Vince McMahon is a great businessman. He knows what to do. In the middle of the pandemic, this guy is making more money now than he was previously before the pandemic hit. And that in itself needs to get some credit. As a fan, this is an unbelievable value. It is. WWE, more than likely, they haven't really said what these specifics are going to be yet. But right before Fastlane, I'm assuming WWE is going to let everybody cancel their accounts and stop payment to what you're doing with the WWE Network now. Going to allow you to go over to Peacock, sign up before Fastlane, and that's going to be almost the same as what you're doing now. Now, you guys can opt in for the $4.99 with the ads. I know I like an ad-free experience. I just signed up for Discovery Plus because I am a big Food Network guy. I'm a big Ghost Adventures guy. There's a ton of content that I missed because I was not previously getting Travel Channel for Ghost Adventures. And I signed up for the $4.99 thinking it's not going to be that bad. I immediately upgraded to the $6.99 or $7.99 ad-free experience. It's awful. So I know what I'm doing when I go over to Peacock. $9.99 just like I'm doing now. And I'm writing it off on my taxes anyway, so it's no big deal for me. But if you guys are going to sign up, it's completely up to you for the $4.99 or the $9.99. You're actually saving $5 if you don't mind the goddamn ads. So you're saving money on a streaming service in WWE right now that you're paying $9.99 more than likely in because you want all of the top-tier content and all of the documentaries and all the pay-per-views. So now you're going to go over there and get the same thing that you're getting now, and now it's exclusively streamed on Peacock for $4.99. So that in itself is a great deal for your wallet. It's a great deal for WWE as well because, and this is my next point, WWE with the network, I think it's pretty safe to say, no matter what you and I think of the network, I think the network is fucking great. I think the network is truly one of the greatest things that this company has ever done in its entire history. You get to see all of its history in one home. But I think it's pretty safe to say now that the WWE Network is a complete failure. The network was a complete failure. They didn't know what they were doing with the network. How many months free did they have to give away the network? How many times have they given away that network for free just to get people interested in some shitty D-level pay-per-view that nobody cared about? Oh, get this for free. Oh, get this for free. Get these pay-per-views for free. During WrestleMania week, you could sign up for free and get TakeOver, Fastlane, and WrestleMania for free. How many months did they go give it away for free? You get the Royal Rumble and a TakeOver to complement that, plus some documentary series that they were doing for that big pay-per-view weekend. It was absolutely ridiculous. They were losing money on the network. And then they want to know why only 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 million people signed up for the network. How many of those people did you lose that could have potentially been a long-time subscriber like me? I've signed up to the network on day one, and I never look back. Not only do I do it for work, but it's a great fucking value. If you value anything of WWE's past, it is unbelievable. Worth so much more than the $9.99. Then you got those people that sign up for free and fucking cancel, or sign up, stay along with it for a couple months, and then end up canceling because the shows suck and they don't want to support a dying product in which it doesn't listen to its fans and treats their fans like a bunch of blithering idiots. How many of those people have signed up for free and then canceled? Signed up for a couple of months and then canceled? The WWE Network was a failure. They did not eclipse 1.5 million subscribers. Since its inception, they have not grown over 2 million subscribers. That's its active fan base. If you look at that number compared to what they're getting in the ratings, that's exactly where they are. They have not grown. They have not grown their audience. Now, moving to Peacock, 26 million people subscribe to Peacock. That's a major situation for WWE. How many of those people are going to reminisce in the old? How many of those people are going to catch wind of what's going on with WWE right now and maybe become a fan? How many millions are going to watch the WWE after being disenfranchised with it on Peacock? WWE could see this work out in their favor. This is a great deal for WWE. It's a great deal for the fans. This is a great business move. Now, the one thing that I'm worried about here, a couple of things I'm worried about here. Number one, I see a lot of people talking about the conflict of interest between NBC and Fox, or USA and Fox. There's no conflict of interest. If there's any heat, it's going to be brought down on WWE and their relationship with Fox. Nobody can zing USA Network, or nobody could zing NBC Universal here. NBC owns USA. They could do whatever the fuck they want. I don't know if Fox has a streaming service or not. I don't think so. But I'm sure if there was, there'd be a bidding war for WWE Network. And Vince might have made $2 billion instead of the $1 billion for NBC. But this has been a long time coming. You already seen in the middle of the pandemic during last summer that WWE was selling some of its documentary series and some of its pay-per-view rights, old pay-per-views, to ESPN and Fox. You've seen all those late-night WWE shows on Fox and ESPN. That was during a time where no sports were really allowed to do anything. And those sports networks that had no new sports to air live on television, they were dying for some sort of content. So Vince started shuffling the content over to those people because they needed it. Vince knew they needed it. I don't know how much he made from them needing it. But this was a long time coming. This was an absolute long time coming, and Vince finally pulled the trigger now going into WrestleMania, which is going to be a big blow-off. I'm not surprised that this happened right now on the cusp of WrestleMania 37, where this is going to be WWE's big coming out party with fans back in attendance at Raymond James Stadium. This is a big deal. The two things that I'm afraid of. Number one, no matter how many people watch me and think I shit on the product just for the sake of shitting on the product, I do genuinely care about all the talent on WWE's roster. Creatively, well-being, they are welcomed into our homes and they risk their lives and whatever for us and our entertainment and enjoyment. Are they getting any kickback? Are their pays going to increase now that WWE is making a cool $1 billion plus on everybody there on the roster? In the middle of the pandemic, when WWE told everybody to shut all this shit down on Twitch and OnlyFans and Cameo and all these third-party platforms, is WWE going to compensate everybody now a little bit extra now that you got this unbelievable amount of money coming in for the WWE Network? I don't know how much of the WWE Network revenue was going to the active talent, but this is a big fucking deal. WWE Network could be looking at a ton of new faces, a ton of new eyes on the product, and I think the roster should be compensated for that somewhere along the way here, just a little bit. Hey, I appreciate what you guys are doing for us, man. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So that's one of my concerns. Number two, and this is the biggest concern of mine, even though it is a great get for the fans, because not only you're getting everything that comes with Peacock and NBC Universal, but you're getting the WWE Network on top of that, mixed in with all that at a lower rate for $4.99, like I said, if you want the ad-free experience. But WWE now is making a cool $1 billion plus. WWE is going to be in more homes. This could go either way. What I'm afraid of is WWE, we all know, sucks. The WWE Network was a failure. WWE refused to get better. Everything you've seen on Monday and everything you've seen on Friday was a direct fucking feeling of the fans. I'm not going to invest money into the product if it's not going to be better than what it is now. That's why people didn't sign up. It's not that it's not a good deal. These people do not want to support something that doesn't want to get better. People out there, normal people, casual people, do not want to support something that they watch weekly that refuses to get better and treats them like a bunch of fools. That's the truth. That's the truth. WWE refused to get better. Now they're making more money off of what they're doing now in front of 26 million people. Are they going to get better? They're making all this money now. They have that money secure. Are they going to get better? Are they going to stay the same or are they going to get worse? I would hope in front of 26 million fucking people that they'd actually try and get better. How many of those 26 million are going to be tuning into WrestleMania? I don't know. More than what is on the WWE Network, that's for sure. WWE didn't try when they were at their regular, consistent, formulaic, fucking lazy selves. Now they're making all this money. You think they're going to get better? Monday Night Raw and SmackDown didn't get better with their $1 billion individual deals. You expect this to get better? I don't think so. I'm not giving them the benefit of the fucking doubt. Another thing that everybody needs to be concerned with now they're in front of 26 million people on Peacock. What does this mean for WrestleMania? Is WWE going to book WrestleMania and make it make sense? Are the active roster right now that's there every single week going to be on the show and get some sort of spotlight in major storylines, major title matches? Are those that are on the roster, the future, going to get the opportunity? Or is WWE going to try and lure in that disenfranchised fan again? 26 million, there's got to be some of them. How many of those people stopped watching 10 years ago? How many of those people are going to tune into WrestleMania now that they have the option to for nothing on Peacock? Tune into WrestleMania. Oh, man, John Cena. Oh, man, Triple H. Oh, man, Goldberg. Oh, The Undertaker. Oh, Dwayne. The Rock. Oh, Ronda. WWE with this move, in my eyes. Now, we already kind of confirmed this. This is where they were going anyway. But WWE is lining WrestleMania up. This will be the biggest part-time, casual, let me grab those fucking disenfranchised eyes, WrestleMania ever. And you know what? You may like it, you may think that's a good business move. In the end, it probably is. But what do you think that main roster feels now that's been dying for a fucking opportunity? Why didn't you sign with the WWE to begin with? Year after year after year after year, you want a WrestleMania moment. You want a big WrestleMania match. They all signed with WWE to be on WrestleMania like a fucking young baseball player signs with the Yankees. To be in the major leagues. That's their fucking dream. How many more years have to pass for these kids on the roster, these young up-and-coming talents that come over after training for years to come to WWE? It's off the bucket list now. Be with WWE and train and go through all the bullshit to be on WrestleMania year after year after year after year. Oh, maybe next year. Maybe next year. But you said that last year. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, they're in the same position, same boat. How do you think that makes them feel? How do you think that makes the locker room feel when you take a bunch of those names and gather them up and they all feel the same fucking way? That's not a good morale in the locker room. WrestleMania is going to be the most casual WrestleMania of all time because WWE now needs to appeal not to 2 million fucking people, not even to 1.5 million people on their regular network. 26 million people now. They're going to do whatever it takes. They're going to pay whoever they have to pay to get on WrestleMania because now those names, those part-timers, those names of the past are going to be needed more now than ever. It's a shitty situation, folks. Though this is a good deal, I gotta give the good with the bad. I gotta give the good with the bad. That's exactly what everybody should be thinking about. Good deal, but is WWE going to be better off for it as what we see on television? No. In fact, it may get worse. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much. This has been Off the Script. Let me know what you think down below, good or bad, and leave me your comments down below, man. Let's get the discussion started. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications, and I will see you guys tonight live on YouTube for the post show of Monday Night Raw, the go home before the Royal Rumble. See you guys then.